Okay, now we are live.
Okay, thank you very much, Manuel. Welcome, everyone. My name is Michael Jourdain, and I will be explaining what we are going through today. So that is HACK4SCAIRA Info Day, and we will present you the hackathon that is happening in a little more than 3 weeks. So I don't know how many people are present today, but we are welcoming you all to this webinar. It will last around an hour and 30 minutes if you have some questions. So there will be time at the end of the presentation to ask all your questions. There will be some presenters with me today. So Manuel will be one of them. There will be Anne with me on some topics. There will be some of the challenge providers to present the challenges of HACK4SCAIRA. But first of all, let's go a little bit into detail in what will happen today. So I hope everything is good on your screen. So first, there will be a little welcome speech from Valentine Verger, who's in charge of the SCAIRA project here at Aerospace Valley. Then there will be a little introduction to HACK4SCAIRA, what it is, what is a hackathon, first of all, but probably you know what is an hackathon, so we will go more into what is HACK4SCAIRA precisely, what are the prices for the future participants, and to whom is it addressed. Then there will be some section on the participant cities, so the number of cities involved, the number of countries involved. And then we will go more into detail with Anne about the explanation about the specifics of this competition, more details, more information on this specific hackathon. Then we will talk about the challenges precisely. So there are 2 challenges in HACK4SCAIRA, and we will go into detail who provides those challenges and what are those challenges and what should you expect if you're a participant, what you will work on during those 24 hours between the 14th and the 15th of March. Then there will be a small section on the registration, how to register to this hackathon, and Manuel will help you on this. So if there are some questions during the presentations, please put them in the chat. Probably Manuel will raise his hand or something if there's a very urgent question at some point, because it's difficult for the people to read and to present at the same time, but we'll try to do our best. And if we don't have time or if we don't see the questions during the presentations, we will see them at the end and we will try to answer them the best way we can. Okay. So to start with, I will leave the ground to Valentine, and she will explain you what is SCAIRA. So Valentine, welcome here today, and hope you can hear me and that your microphone is working, and I'll leave the ground to you.
Normally, everything is working well. Thank you very much, Michael. Thank you, Manuel. So good morning, everyone. It's a real pleasure to meet you all virtually, of course. So my name is Valentine. I'm working at Aerospace Valley as European manager, and we coordinate this wonderful project, which is SCAIRA, an acceleration program funded by the Interreg-SUDOE. I think I will present really quickly what is SCAIRA, what makes SCAIRA special, and what are the partners that are today with us and that are in the consortium of SCAIRA. I think you can move on to the next slide, please, Manuel. Thank you very much. So SCAIRA in 3 key figures. So as we said, it's in the creation and acceleration of startups in rural areas. That is dedicated to promote sustainable manufacturing in the SUDOE regions. So SCAIRA, it's mostly 30 experienced entities that support the project. So we have 12 partners that are in the frame of the consortium in 3 different regions. So France, Portugal, and Spain, and the rest of the entities are associated partners that are taking part in some different activities in the project. And it's the case today in HACK4SCAIRA. We have an associated partner that is really well involved in the organization of the hackathon in Spain. So it's a 3-year initiative that took place now a year ago already. And we have 2 more years left to work on all the activities that we are planning in this project. So the specific objectives of SCAIRA are really simple. The first one is mainly to contribute to the definition of the regional and industrial strategies for the 3 countries, France, Spain, and Portugal, and to generate a target that is really important for us. It's the growth, economic growth in rural areas. The second one, so as said in the title of SCAIRA, it's to create a unique program that aim to develop the skills of entrepreneurs and startups to support their project and their activities and their entities in green transition and green production. So it's mainly about innovative projects that are in aeronautic and automobile sector for green transition. And the third one is to help entrepreneurs, students, and startups in their creation and acceleration. So as you see, there are some targets that here are really important for us. So the entrepreneurs and students in the frame of the hackathon. There are 3 impacts of SCAIRA. The first one, of course, is the environmental one. So mainly we aim at develop through SCAIRA to help entrepreneurs and startups to develop new solutions, products or services that offer to reach sustainable manufacturing in various domains, but still in the 2 sectors I mentioned, so the aeronautic one and the automotive. The second one is the economic impact. So mainly it's having an impact on the startups creation and acceleration, job creation also, and talent concentration in rural areas, so in cutting edge also sector. Strong growth market position of the startups created, to have multi-stakeholders approaching and covering all the steps of the acceleration process. So this is mainly explained through our acceleration program. We have in this project we have 4 big main events. So the one we are all here today, the HACK4SCAIRA, so the hackathon, but we have 3 more. There are 3 open calls that we will maybe talk to you about later on. And so the 2 last point of the economic one, the societal one, sorry. So it's to mainly through these activities to raise awareness about the importance of EU programs, which Interreg-SUDOE is part of, to increase the attractiveness of rural areas, to fight the population in areas that are facing a hard time, such in Portugal, south of France, and in Spain. As always, to foster a green entrepreneurial mentality and culture, and to strengthen the entrepreneurial rural ecosystem that we are focusing on mainly. So to move on to the partners, just to present you this great consortium that we are part of. So Aerospace Valais coordinator, we have also 2 industrials that are part of this consortium. So it's Airbus Atlantic and the group Renault from the part of Iberia. We have also some incubators such as IESE in Portugal, such as the IMT Min Alès in the south of France. We have also CIM, so the Centro Europeo de Empresas e Innovación de Murcia in Spain. We have also HACK4SCAIRA, which is the agglomeration community in Nouvelle-Aquitaine, so in also in the south of France. And we have clusters, so which are represented by SIAC, so the cluster automotive in Catalonia. We have also Fundesit in Spain. We have Molinov, which is an automotive cluster in Portugal. We have Soltena, which is a green transition cluster in France. And finally, we have CTA, which is the leader of communication of the project, and which is also a cluster in Spain. And finally, the one I was talking to you about, so Interreg-SUDOE, which is the program SCAIRA is taking part of. So just to present you briefly the project and the program. So in a nutshell, it's a ERDF program which aims to address the common challenges faced by SUDOE, the southwest region of Europe. So their main goals and missions are on climate change, social cohesion, and territorial balance through cooperation projects between entities in the member states that make up this area that you can see on the map. And yes, we have also specificity in SCAIRA, which is that we are focusing on the priority 2 of Interreg-SUDOE, which aim to promote social cohesion, as I said, and territorial and demographic balance in the SUDOE area, and develop skills for smart specialization, industrial transition, and entrepreneurship, which is the main interest for today through the hackathon. If I'm not mistaken, I think I'm done.
Yes,
So
you
thank
are.
you very
Very
much.
well done.
Thank you very much, Manuel. Thank you to all of you. And I wish you good luck to my colleague that will take the floor.
In any case, I wanted to say that today we're going to throw at you all a lot of information, but that doesn't mean that it is now or never. Feel free to ask us for this information, and it is all available on the website. So you got the floor, Michael.
Thank you very much, Manuel. Thank you, Valentine. Okay, so now that you know more about SCAIRA, if you didn't know yet, we will go more into detail about HACK4SCAIRA, which is the topic of the day. So first of all, what is a hackathon? So as Manuel found it for the website on ChatGPT, he asked, what is a hackathon, and what is ChatGPT telling us? It's actually pretty correct. A hackathon is an event typically lasting between 24 or 48 hours, so in our case 24, where individuals or teams come together to collaboratively solve problems, develop innovative solutions, or create prototypes. Participants, often from diverse fields, and that's what we are looking for in this case, such as technology, design, business, and engineering, work intensively to brainstorm, code, and present their ideas within the set time frame. Hackathons are commonly organized around specific themes or challenges, so in our case, automotive and aeronautics, and the challenges of Airbus and Renault, and are popular in industries like software development, startups, and research projects. These events promote creativity, teamwork, and rapid innovation, often culminating in presentations or pitches to judges or stakeholders. In our case, it will be jurors. And from I will explain a little bit more about the jurors, but obviously there will be the challenge providers who will be jurors to grade or to rate the different presentation, the different pitches. So actually this definition is pretty correct. Let's go more into detail about HACK4SCAIRA precisely. So HACK4SCAIRA, maybe you've done your research and you've been on the website already, and all this information you will find on the website, either on the landing page or in some different sections. So HACK4SCAIRA is an in-person hackathon type competition. This is very important. It's not possible to participate in this hackathon remotely. So you'll have to be going as a participant in one of the 6 cities where it's happening. So you can see the numbers below this little paragraph. So there's 3 countries. We've told you already. It's happening in France, it's happening in Portugal, and it's happening in France. For the 6 cities in France, it will be happening in Toulouse, it will be happening in Rochefort, so a little bit more on the west coast of France, as you can see on the little map on the right side of the slide. In Portugal, it will be happening in Coimbra, and in Spain, in Murcia, Valladolid, and Badajoz. Okay, so that's where you have to go if you want to participate in this hackathon. The aim of this hackathon hosted by the partners of SCAIRA project is to seek future entrepreneurs, like Valentin said. It's the same aim as the SCAIRA project altogether, to seek future entrepreneurs or would-be entrepreneurs, students passionate about technology, innovation, or creating a lasting impact in their community. So let's go a little bit more into detail. Maybe it's a little small, I'm just noticing right now. So you will be able to see precisely more about this presentation when you download it, but I will tell you exactly what's written below the little titles. So first of all, there are challenges. There are 2. The industrial partners in the SCAIRA project, they are looking for solutions to some problems they have, and they have come up with 2 challenges for the participants to work on during the hackathon. So one is from Airbus and one is from Renault. Then we are aiming to have some participants who have already some projects or maybe some ideas of startups, and also some students. So first of all, maybe you are or you know some project leaders who are developing solutions that maybe meet already one of the challenges, and maybe they can apply to HACK4SCAIRA if their project is already on the same path to one of the 2 challenges. And the aim will be to mature their project and help them qualify for an entry in the SCAIRA program. Okay. Otherwise, you can be a student from a local school, either in the Badajoz area or Toulouse area, Rochefort area, Murcia area, etc. From local schools then, and you want to join this specific event, and maybe form a team either with your colleagues, students, or maybe find some other participants in other areas than you. Maybe some people who already have a startup, maybe some people who are already working on a project and who need some new brains to help them compete in HACK4SCAIRA. So there can be different sort of participants to this hackathon. The part about methodology, they will be given to you as a participant or as a coach, and also as a juror. There will be a methodological guide made available to you, and Anne will talk more into detail about that. During the hackathon, you will have some help, even if you are students who don't have a lot of experience in some of the fields, helping you to do the pitch at the end of the hackathon. Let's say so the field about business, about how to make my project realistic, my project, how can I make it work properly, or maybe you need some help about some specificities about carbon, and helping you to make your project greener. So you will have a guide for this, helping you on this point. There will be also on-site, either in all the cities actually, doing the hackathon. There will be some coaches there to help you out. They can be more specifics on some areas of the the hackathon or some others, and they will be available, those coaches, for all the different teams competing in all the different cities. So they can have an expert background, or they can have an entrepreneurial background, but there will be some people over there to help you at some moments during the hackathon, maybe not during the night because they need to sleep, but during the Friday or the Saturday morning, they'll be able to help you out. Also, there will be during the hackathon, and for all the 3 countries participating, so for all the participants all around Europe, there will be some webinars made available to you. There will be 3. I will let also Anne go more into detail about this in her presentation in a few minutes. But you will have some help during the hackathon on specific topics. Okay, so don't worry, we'll go in detail about this. And you will have some documentation also made available to you, and everything will be available on the website of HACK4SCAIRA. So don't worry, you are not alone. Even if you have a small team and you think you don't have a lot of experience, you're not alone. So I said it already, but to whom is it addressed? We are looking to bring together creative students and would-be entrepreneurs. So it can be people with experience, or it can be students. And what we try to do, like many hackathons, is to have people mix a little bit in their team and have varying skills and backgrounds. So they can come from a business background, design background, engineering, probably most of them will be, but also they can come from computer science and bring their own experience, even if short, to the event. They will be working in teams of 2 to 5 members. So that's the rule. And they will be working only on one of the proposed challenges. Okay, it's very important. For the moment, you have access since yesterday, actually it's very recent, to the 2 challenges. They are available on the website. We will talk about them in a few minutes. So you can already think, okay, I'm gonna register to this hackathon. You can, and we will ask you in the registration document what is the challenge you think you want to take, you want to pursue. So you can change. Don't worry. You have to answer that question in the registration document. I prefer, let's say, the Airbus challenge, but it's an indication for us. Okay, but don't worry. Up until the last moment before the hackathon, you can change your mind. But try to think already about it and to find the right members in your team. But when you decide to register, and as we said earlier, it's already possible, you'll have to indicate us what is the challenge you're most likely to choose. Okay. If you want more details also about the rules of the hackathon, they are available also on the website. So don't hesitate. Take a few minutes. They are not too long. They are quite clear, I think, I hope. And anyway, in the registration document, you'll have to click that you have read them. So we advise you read them. It's a good advice, and you will have a lot more information about the hackathon. Okay, so what are you competing for if you're a participant to HACK4SCAIRA? So there will be 2 international winners, so 2 international winning teams. They can be from either of those countries. So maybe there will be one from Portugal, one from Spain, or maybe there will be 2 French ones, or maybe there's no rules about that. They can come from wherever. Okay, so 1 for each challenge. Those winners, those winning teams will benefit from an exclusive tailor-made training course to fast-track their participation in our acceleration program, SCAIRA. Okay, so you have had the presentation about SCAIRA, and this is a 6-month acceleration program. So this is very deep, very detailed, and it will help your project a lot. So before joining SCAIRA, we will give you an exclusive tailor-made training course to fast-track your participation to SCAIRA. So it's quite valuable. Also, there will be either one or more local prizes awarded to the 6 local winners. So you participate, let's say, in Coimbra. Well, there will be a winning team in Coimbra. There will be a winning team in Rochefort, etc., etc. Those local prizes are decided by the local entities, the local organizations that are organizing all those 6 editions. Okay, so they are not. We don't have the details yet about them all. We have a few. They will be unveiled soon. So some of them might be industrial visits that will be offered to the local winning team. They can be ideation sessions. They can be tickets to regional forums, or they can be some other things. The only thing you can not expect is a check. That's the only thing. Apart from that, you can have pretty much very different sort of prices. Obviously, most of them related to either aeronautics or automotive, and in the area where you are participating. Okay, we won't give you, if you are a Toulouse team, a visit to an industry in Spain. Okay, so that will be in the local area. Okay. I think now we will go more into details about the competition, and for this, I will leave the ground to Anne. So
thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Anne.
Hello, everybody. I'm Anne Lichtenberger. I'm working at IMT Minales, which is an engineering school in south of France, where I run the incubator, and I work with Michael on the organization of the hackathon, and especially more on the methodology of HACK4SCAIRA. So first of all, Manuel, if it's possible to have the next slide. We will provide you with a guide to take you through the 24 hours you'll have to build a sustainable and economical viable solution to the challenge you have chosen. So you will be provided with 2 tools. One is PDF or printed version with all the steps. I will go more detailed in the next slide. And the other one is PPT, digital version with the tools and the deliverables so that you can fill it. Slide. 24 hours, we will invite you to follow 6 steps to ensure that the solution you will build meets the jury's expectations. So the first one, of course, is more team buildings to know each other, if you haven't already, to better share your vision and point of view on the project and on the hackathon if you already know your team members. The second session is an analysis of the context of the challenge, so the major trend, the stakeholders, the resources. So you will have information from the challenge provider. You can also find different sources of information. So to analyze the context of your challenge, the external context of the challenge. The third session, you will have to define or redefine, depending if you already have an idea or a project or not, the value proposition of your solution to meet the challenge. integrating the issue of carbon footprint and circular circularity. I go on this key point on the next slide. The fourth session is more dedicated to the product and the business model. So it's the longest session, lasting all the night, during which you will finalize the definition of your product or service by producing a mock-up, which can be physical or digital, depending on your solution and your project. And you also will have to define a viable business model for your solution. And the fifth session is dedicated to the robustness in the face of hazards. So to ensure that your solution takes into account the climate changes, we will invite you to write an article as if you were in 2050, and as if a journalist comes to ask you a question about your successful startups that you have been created 25 years before. And that, of course, the last session will be dedicated to the pitch preparation. So you will have to prepare a 5 or 8 minutes pitch. The length of the pitch will depend on the number of teams involved in each challenges. So we will let you know the decision on the length of the pitch on Friday afternoon, depending on the number of teams involved in the 6 cities. Sorry. So you'll find in the guide deliverables to present the result of your work, and also tool grids to feed your thinking, make decision, and be able to fill in your deliverables. Next slide, please, Emmanuel. The second part of the methodology is to increase to improve the sustainability of your solution and of your project. So to introduce you to some of the key issues surrounding sustainability, we'll provide 3 brief presentations on 3 major concepts. So you see them: carbon footprint, circular economy, and hazards of the future. So each concept is taken up in the methodology, and you'll find tools in your guide to help you introduce this concept into your solution design process. So as I said, the aim of this presentation and tools is to help you to improve the sustainability of your solution. Next point is the evaluation of your project at the end of the hackathon. So as I said, you will have a 6 to 8 minute pitch. So at 2 p.m. in France and Spain, and 1 p.m. For Portugal, you will meet in 2 rooms at your workplace, one for the Airbus challenge and the other one for the Renault challenge. We will give you the schedule, and you'll have 5 to 8 minutes to present your complete solution in English to the jury, who will be remote. You also have to provide the press article, which will be evaluated and may give you extra points to your presentation. So you have there the evaluation criteria. So the first one is the relevance to the chosen challenge, so either Airbus or Renault. The second is the innovative and original nature of your project. The third one is the sustainability of the solution, especially on the footprint, circular economy, and hazard points. The fourth one is a potential on impact on business or society. And the fifth, the validity of your economic model, your business model, to generate incomes if the solution is economically viable. And the last one is a jury special prize. So jury special prize mark focuses on your ability to convince the jury and on your team dynamics. And the jury was composed with 7 people, one from the challenge provider and one of each city. Thank you, Manuel. So here you have the precise agenda. You will find it on the website. So I go on through, but you can see we have alternatively the work session on the different topics and the 3, so it's in dark blue, and the short webinars, which is in light green. So regarding the challenges, what does a challenge look like? For this part, so we have 2 challenges, one from Airbus Atlantic and one from Renault Group. And I give now the floor to Virginie to present the challenge from Airbus. I don't know if Olivier, I didn't see Olivier, so I think Virginie, you're the one who presents the challenge. Do you hear me, Virginie?
Virginie here. I don't know if she can hear us.
What here? I saw her, but I think she's no. Yeah. So perhaps
trouble. Yeah.
Well, perhaps we can go to the Renault challenge, and I will try to contact Virginie. I have her phone number. So, Alvaro?
Hi, I'm here. Okay, so firstly, what is Renault? Renault is a fair front of mobility that is reinventing itself. Renault Group comprises 4 complementary brands: Renault, Dacia, Alpine, and Mobilize, offering sustainable and innovative mobility solutions to its customers. Okay, so at Renault we have factories all over the world, and those factories need to receive pieces from its suppliers. This logistic process covers managing raw materials, coordinating suppliers, production planning, storage, and distribution. A good system optimizes timing, avoid accumulation, and reduce cost. At this point, traceability is crucial to ensure vehicle quality and safety, making it easier to identify issues and contact requests if necessary. So, with all this context, we need a following solution to keep this logistic process being the greener that is now, and make it more precisely. This solution must ensure the traceability of pieces using both software and hardware references. This is because at this moment, Renault is making updates of its software faster than ever. And when some piece go out from the suppliers, during the logistic process, the software has a new version, and we need to localize precisely where those pieces are. It's imperative that this is achieved at 15-minute intervals worldwide. because we want that this solution would be used in all factories. This solution also must be capable of functioning with a temperature range of -40 degrees to 300 degrees. Okay, this is why during the manufacturing process of the car, we paint the car and then we dry. So also we want to be capable of trace the pieces of the car when are into the oven. It is essential to utilize recyclable materials as facility is a recycling because, as we said in the presentation of the SCAIRA project, we want to sustainable solution. And also we want a solution that reduce the energy consumption because if we use a big battery, also we need more minerals and more and it's inefficient. Okay, so lastly, in the case of the pieces being through an isolated rural or mountainous area, the solution should be able to estimate the position of our system to inform the user of that situation. And then it could be able to resend the data of the trace. More or less, have to. Thanks.
Yes, I have a question, Alvaro.
Okay.
Actually, okay, let's suppose that I am extremely interested in well, I get involved in the hackathon and I am in place and I have a doubt about this kind of challenges that, like, at first view it looks very difficult. I guess you or someone from Renault will be there to help me out, right?
Yes. Then the problem can appear complex, but we want to propose this challenge to make the teams, the contestants, keep on a certain part. For example, if a team says, no, I want to think just on the temperature range problem,
Mhm.
they can find a different electronic solution with and propose a solution for this.
So
Or,
there
for
are
example,
several
yes,
ways to undertake the challenge.
yes. That's the point. It's a real big problem that we have, and we know that can be separate to make the different solution for the different part. That's the point that, for example, the isolation of communication on mountains and rural areas. Here
Okay.
in Castilla y León in Spain, we have some parts of low population, and they are isolated by the communication. There are not internet in many parts of there, and we need also a solution for that.
Okay, it would be like, in a way, like a game, right? Like a puzzle. It's like
Yes,
how to undertake a puzzle in teams.
yes,
Okay, wait. I put myself in the shoes of a contestant because I'm not an expert, so I try to empathize with them. In
and
any case, I
also
think
and
tell
also
us.
the Renault group has well, many workers and partners here are going to be part of the hackathon as coaches. So
Great.
if someone have any question, can ask us and can during the hackathon can send us some message, and we
Yes.
will be
Yes, that is
respond.
something that I wanted to underline that Mikhail said at the beginning, and you are mentioning and right now, Alvaro, that now we are like overloading you all with a lot of information, and it looks kind of like challenging in a way, but in the end, it's just like a game. We have to approach it like a game, and we will be there to help you out in case you don't to navigate through the hackathon. It won't be like a tough hackathon in terms of understand what's going on, but it will be more like a hackathon to get involved in the
Mm.
acceleration program, like to filter out those who are really suitable for the acceleration program. So we will be there to help you out to navigate through the hackathon. Don't worry about that. And now let's see if Virgin is available or not.
Oh, do
Yes,
you hear
I
me?
found. Yes, great.
She's
Great.
there. Okay, great. Don't worry because this
Okay,
kind of
I will not put my camera because I think I have some problem of connection. So yeah,
don't
I
worry.
will
Don't
just
don't
talk.
don't worry, Virgin, because this kind of problems happens every time. It's classical problems. So you have the floor, and please try
Okay.
to explain in a simple way what's going on here.
Okay, so I will just present at the beginning the Airbus Atlantic. So Airbus Atlantic is a branch of Airbus company and created in January 2022. And so the Airbus Atlantic is a leader in aerostructure, pilot seats, and also passenger seats. We work also on tubes and pipes. Our company, it's over 9 sites and around France and 7 other international divisions. And so here for SCAIRA, we represent the Airbus Atlantic Rochefort site, who employs nearly 900 people in main activities, which are the assembly of fuselage components and the production of premium pilot and passenger seats. And so we have also a little team of prototyping and after sales services. So to have a little bit of context of our proposed challenge, so called aeronautical aluminum alloy circularity. We know that in the coming years, the circularity of our aluminum alloys will become a strategic issue for industry and particularly for the aeronautical industry. So we know that we will have, without a doubt, a reduction of available resources and also reduction of energy. Because of the climate change, we know that we will be exposed to potential physical risks. So for us, circularity will become crucial because we know that it will permit the conservation of the primary resources by, for example, recycling the scraps, but I will come after with more details. And so we will try to reduce our industry's dependence on natural resources. We also know that we want to save energy, and so you reuse aluminum alloy coming from our production will take less energy than the production from virgin raw. So yes, we want to use the circularity for also this point. The third point is to have the quantity of material that we need because we know every industry wants a part of aluminium. And so we want to save and be sure that we will have the good quantity for our industry and the future ramp up of aeronautical world. And to finish, we want to have a part of the environmental sustainability by implementing circularity. The amount of waste sent to the landfill or incineration will be reduced. So yeah, it's important, I think, for people coming out of the aeronautical world that our designers currently are applying daily eco-design principle to reduce the size of the parts as much as possible. However, the problem is more complex. In addition to the design, we have to add mechanical resistance to the various mechanical stress that the aircraft will experience throughout its life. So we have to be sure that we will guarantee the safety of the aircraft and also the passenger. So it's necessary to use many types of aluminum alloy with specific properties, as well as a specific manufacturing process. So currently for the most stressed part, and often they are the most massive parts, we use some blocks of material, we machine them, and so we have a large quantity of ship because of this kind of technology. So now I will talk about the challenge. Currently, as you have understand, we have many shavings from our factories, and now they are recovered and recycled, but we cannot really talk about circularity of aluminium, because for the moment ships are stored without any specific sorting, and that's the point. So all the ships are returned to the foundries as all types, which cannot be reused as aeronautical materials, because we can be sure that the quality of the aluminium are respect and guaranteed, because all the ships are mixed. So as a result, currently tons of high value added aluminium are wasted each year on ordinary use, such as food cans. And so it's just due to an inadequate sorting at the end of our machining centers. So it's why that today we propose this challenge. It's to find a solution for sorting our shavings, ideally to separate the ships by grade, or maybe we can have a degraded mode by kind of aluminum alloy. But yeah, we want to find a solution for sorting our shavings. So for the type of solution, we will not expect it a particular format. It could be a methodology, it could be a mapping, or I don't know what you want. But the main goal of this challenge, it's to find something to sort the shaving, minimizing the investments involved. And I think, yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you a lot. And I think it is my turn, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, my part is gonna be the easiest one, and probably the quickest one, but probably also the most important one in order to get involved into the hackathon, which is the registration journey. It is extremely easy because you just have to. It is just a 4 easy steps process. You just have to grab your computer or phone, make sure that it is connected to the Wi-Fi or anything around you, and click the registration link, fill in the 5 minutes form, and wait for profile validation. It is a very easy form with basic questions about your profile, your personal information regarding your email, your background. Either you're a student or you have already a project, an ongoing project. And also, like Mikhail said at the beginning, it is important to select one of the challenges, even though if you're a little bit unsure, because that will help us to navigate and to organize the hackathon. And you can change the challenge even until the last day of the beginning of the hackathon. So don't worry about that. But the important part is to click on submit. Once you have done that, you will receive a validation email to know if you are in, or if you have to provide more information about your profile. But it is very easy. Again, grab your computer or phone, click the registration link, which is on the web page, fill in the 5 minute form, and wait for profile validation. And now, yeah, I think we are about to finish the presentation itself. Mikael, do you want to underline something else?
Yes, just a few dates. Thank you, Manuel. So first of all, the hackathon is in about 3 weeks time. Before that, there will be another important step for you, or for, if you're not a participant, for the participants also. It's on March 10th. It will be at 5 p.m. French and Spanish time, and at 4 in Portugal. There will be what we call a boot camp. We will give you the last general information, and it will be a little bit more specific on the logistic aspects happening on each site. So first of all, we'll go general, and then we will put you in different rooms with the different organizers in all the 6 cities. So they will tell you exactly on which site in your city it will be happening, at what time it starts, in the not in the morning, in the beginning of the afternoon, at what time you can be there before the hackathon starts. If the place where the hackathon will happen will be open at night, or if it's not open. So it's depending on the different sites, but it won't prevent you from working anyway. So you are on a 24-hour journey in a way. So you will probably be working at night, either on site or in a flat, in your flat, or in some friend's flat. So anyway, everybody will be dead tired on the Saturday in the afternoon, when everything is about to finish. You will.
Mikael,
Yes.
we have a question here. I don't know if you have
I didn't
noticed.
see. No.
Okay, so it is on the public chat.
The last one. Do you have to create team before registering, or do you create the team? We don't create the team. You do, but you don't have to come as a team. You can come as a participant, and we can help you out on the day if you are, let's say, just 2, or if you are alone. It happens. There will be other people like you, so we will help you out at the start of the afternoon on the Friday, to find a team or to join a team on a specific challenge that you want to participate in.
Okay, do we have more questions? Yes, someone is typing.
Don't hesitate. I will check. Just before I answer the next question, there will be replays they will be available on the website of both webinars, this one and the one that will happen on March 10th. They will be available, so you can check them out before the hackathon. And obviously, the next important dates are March the 14th and the 15th. So now's the time. If you have some more questions, don't hesitate. Question is, will Renault provide real-world data for this challenge? If so, will it be shared before the event or only on the day? So we'll leave the ground to
Okay.
Renault.
Yes, thanks. What kind of real-world data do you need to make the approach?
So Victor is typing.
Okay. No, ideally it's a theoretical problem, but for example, imagine a country from Spain has suppliers from France, or any European country, or from Africa, or different countries. This does not need it, because the solution has to be global and not particularly. So, I think that one thing that one idea you can use is, for example, some solution that has different parts, one part is in the piece and another is in the logistic system that are used, for example, a plane or a truck. But no, the answer is no.
Okay,
Thank
I mean,
you.
we have another question
Yeah.
regarding the deadline. If I'm not mistaken, Mikhail, it is just before the beginning of the hackathon. Is that correct?
Exactly. We will figure out exactly at what time we close. But on the day of the hackathon, in the morning, you still have the time to register to the hackathon. Yes.
Yes, I have another question that would cross my mind if I were like a potential participant, which is like this kind of question that you don't dare sometimes to pose, but it is there. Would I have to pay anything before, during, or after the hackathon, or it is just a for free all-in program?
That's a very good question. Actually, we didn't say it because it was quite obvious for us, but we are the organizers. So yes, it's completely free. We just want you to participate. And so during the 2 days, first of all, there's no registration fee, and you will have food during this hackathon. So you will be able to eat on the Friday evening.
Now we are talking.
Exactly. You will have a nice breakfast on the Saturday morning, and you will have a nice lunch so that you can gain some strength and be productive until the pitches.
Also, I wanted to underline that beyond the prices, I think this hackathon is a very important opportunity to network with people from abroad, like to team up with entrepreneurs, tech-minded individuals that you won't be able to do in a different circumstance. And I think that is a very important asset of the hackathon itself and eventually of the program. And another question, there you go, Alvaro.
Will it be shared? How is the current inventory management in Renault around the world?
No, because as a hackathon, there is only no. There's no problem. There is only one day to work in it. So we think that if we give you some information about that, there is not a problem for 1 day. It's a problem for a week, months, so, even years. So to make a correct approach to the challenge, we think that you have to think about that make the architecture of all your system, and then what kind of information is needed. I don't know if I answered the question, but think big. If you think create your own architecture, create your own APIs, and all need that you need, you can define all.
And also, Alvaro, to add to what you're saying, as Anne said, your project must be, as she said in this last part about what you have to present, is also a little article in 25 years' time about what has become your entity, your project in the next 25 years. So it's a long-term thing, as you said.
Yes.
Can anyone participate, Paula? Yes, as long as you're over 18, anyone can participate. It's forbidden to underage students. So apart from this, yes, you can be in any kind of, you can work in different kind of topics. Yes, and if you are alone, as might be your case, you will be able to find a team to join on the day of the hackathon if you haven't found a team before. So the important thing about a hackathon, if possible, is the mixing of participants types.
Okay, do we have more questions? I think.
And if you want to build your team before, also try to do that. Try not to just go with your specific colleagues or friends that are in the same topic as you. Try to look for different backgrounds. Even if you make your team beforehand, it will make a stronger team. Yes, Yaka?
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. We could check the other participant in a database or a place where we can contact them to form the team or something like that.
You can ask your. For the moment, it's quite early, but then you can contact your local organizer if you have some trouble beforehand to organize your team, and if you want to know if they have some other future participants who are in the same case as you, thinking about working on the same challenge, yes, it's a possibility. You can contact the local organizer and ask them, do you have other people working on this? Can you help me? And if it's not, if they don't have, let's say, people beforehand, you'll probably have the opportunity to find someone on the very day. But yes, you can before the 14th. Contact your local organization, ask them exactly which type of partner you're looking for, and maybe they can help you out, because in the registration document we ask for the all the details that you're talking about, and also the emails, and so we can put you in contact before. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay.
Welcome. Are there any other questions?
Well, in any case, if questions come up eventually, we will be more than pleased to clarify them.
Obviously.
Okay. And also I wanted to, just another reminder that all the information and the details of the hackathon itself, the program in a general way, it is available on the landing page, which I'm going to copy and paste here. And please do not hesitate, check it every now and then, because it is fully updated regarding the documents and the details and the dates. And also subscribe for our newsletter, because it's going to be the way that we are going to keep you updated straight to your mailbox. So that is just a reminder. And if it is okay for everybody, I think we can wrap it up and wish you a nice weekend. And thanks for coming here today. Okay, you're welcome, Maria del Mar. Looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you soon, I suppose.
Yes.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
We will.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.